Martial Arts Academy, and it's Friday, November 26th, the day after Thanksgiving. All's quiet in my house for a change. It's kind of unusual. So I have been working on organization. I've liked a lot of organization here lately, so I'm going to take the time today to get everything organized, get my day timer updated and prepared for next year. I wanted to touch base with you on a project that I'm working on that has finally gained some momentum. I developed and implemented a program last year in our Dojang called Half the Sky Young Women's Leadership Program in response to really low female enrollment numbers. It was an idea, a way to encourage young women to come into the Academy for martial arts training and leadership opportunities, as well as design kind of like a scholarship program to invite young women who normally wouldn't have the opportunity to train. It's kind of turned into more of an outreach program now. I'm in very initial discussions with the family justice system here and a woman who runs the Phoenix Rising program, which is our juvenile placement facility, about screening for applicants for the leadership program for girls that might be interested in finding a way up out of their circumstances and coming into the program for Taekwondo instruction as well as leadership training. So in that, among many other things going on in terms of what I'm doing for my UBBT challenge, I realized that I was going to need a considerable amount of assistance with not only this project, but several others that I am working on and developing and going to implement over the course of the next year. So I started a group called GRLZ N GLVZ, and I invited several of the girls onto the team, along with Miss Clark. She's the other black belt in the school, and we're going to train together and develop our leadership and mentorship skills together so that we can work with the young women that are coming into the program out of the juvenile justice system, as well as work on our project-based leadership training. So we met last week Sunday. We just had a general workout, and then we talked about what the group is about and set some goals. And now my dogs are going to run around the table and make a lot of noise. Anyway, we had our training session, and we talked about what the group is about, that we're going to encourage one another in our martial arts training, as well as our personal goals. Everybody's immediate martial arts goal was to not only improve in the martial arts training, but a big concern for everyone in this group is increasing upper body strength, because the demand placed on us to do full body push-ups, and nobody in this group can do that yet. So we committed to daily push-ups, and when we see each other in the dojang, we're going to get down on the floor and do some together. We talked about dietary self-defense, because they've seen what I've been doing the last few months, and they've seen the weight loss and the attitude change in me. I've been talking a lot in the dojang about dietary self-defense. Thankfully, the girls, none of them are dieting. We discussed the importance of proper nutrition for them to gain the bone and muscle mass that they'll need as they become adults, and now as they're growing is the only time that they will put on that kind of bone and muscle mass. So I encourage them to be sure to eat a proper diet, to seek counsel if they had any questions. I can help them, their parents. If they felt like they needed a nutritionist, I can help them locate somebody who can help them as well. And I worked out of this book. Everybody's probably heard of it. It is Dr. Lynn Chung's Be Healthy, It's a Girl Thing, Food, Fitness, and Feeling Great. And I did just a little brief presentation out of this about nutrition. If you haven't read it, I'd recommend it to you. It's very straightforward, very simple, written in a way that girls can relate to. And I'm in the process of working with a local bookstore to see if they'll donate a few copies to the school so that I can add that to our library. So at any rate, our first couple of community-based projects at the school, one's going to be a food drive. Most of these girls have never done any, well actually none of the girls have ever done any community service, so this will be their first one. Fairly simple and straightforward. And then on December 11th, we're going to do one with the Roundup Club down in Baggs. They get their horses out and their wagons, and they go around the community and take up canned food for the Baggs Outreach Center. We're going to ride with them on that. have our food drive at our dojang, and all of the girls know that their community service projects are theirs to develop, implement, and see to completion, and the rest of the group is there to help them make that happen. So some of their ideas were Blue Star Mothers, and those women package care packages for the men and women overseas who are serving our country. We have kind of a Toys for Tot idea, buying a number of toys, putting them in a box, and making a visit up to the Children's Hospital. We have 2 children's hospitals here in the area. Blankets and toys for the local animal shelter, and providing relief to the workers there over the holidays if they need that. Raising money for cholera relief in Haiti. There's a young girl that walks over every day to an after-school program where she volunteers to read to children with disabilities, and they are underfunded and they don't have enough books, so we're going to do some type of book drive or donation drive to get books for that program. A local women's shelter, we're going to find some time to volunteer there so that those women can have some time to maybe go to church or see friends, or whatever errands they might need to run. So those were just some of the ideas. They have lots of really great ideas, and I'm very excited about the opportunity to work with them and see them, begin to develop their potential. They're very excited about doing something like this, doing project-based leadership, getting out into the community. All of the parents are incredibly excited about it. I anticipated that parents would like the idea, but I had no idea the response I would get. And actually the parents want to participate in the Girls in Gloves team, participate in the community-based projects. So I think this thing is really going to catch on fire once we get it going, and I'm hoping that the other students in the dojang will become interested and participate with us. But I am excited that these girls want to step up and set the example and begin to work in their communities. So I think that's about it for now, and I will be posting again here really soon. There's some other things I'd like to tell you about, but I'll close for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Namaste.